Hello students and the viewer. In a previous chapter we have seen about the seed certification. What are the different requirements of this seed certification? What are different requirements? What are the different uh, organization? How the staff of seed certification should be there? What are the different objectives of this seed certification? We have learned. Now in this next part of this seed certification, we are going to learn the procedure of seed certification. Now actual what is the actual procedure of seed certification is. So there are total 8 steps or the procedure of particular seed certification. So first is application of seed certification. Second, seed certification fees. Third, inspection of seed fields. Fourth one is rejecting the fields. Fifth is inspection of seed processing. Next, seed sampling, tagging and selling. And finally, control plot testing. So all these 8 steps should be done for seed certification. So one by one, we will see these steps. So first, application of seed certification. Suppose you want to do any suppose you grown any seeds in your field, and then you want to do this seed certification. So first what you have to do is you have to purchase this application form. Okay, so suppose you want to take admission in any college, what you are going to do is in any stream, what you are going to do is you are going to take this application form. Okay, or in a nowadays it's online system, so what you are going to do is you are going to fill up the online form. So here again some particular procedure should be there before to start this seed certification. So in case of this also you have a particular application form, and in order to consider all the farmers in all the areas, here application fees of this seed certification is very very minimum, so that farmer should come front and they should do this seed certification process. So for that purpose here application fees is very very minimum, and that is of only 25 rupees. So this application form you have to take for this seed certification, and it is present in a particular concerned state seed certification agency. So here it is present. From the here you have to take this application form, which is have of 25 rupees. Next, seed certification agency upon receipt of the application is required to verify the following. Okay, so what the things should verify if the application is received in any certification agency. So first thing, it is the variety or varieties are eligible for seed certification. Yes, this very very important point I can say. The producer, those who want to certify their seed, but the producer has grown a particular variety that is eligible for certification or not. This is the very first step to uh, uh, required to verify from that application. Suppose the your grown variety is not eligible for the seed certification, further process will not be going to happen. So this step is very very important. Eligible seeds should be grown in your field, in your farm, to do this seed certification process. Then second, that the source seed of the crop to be sown is authentic and is in accordance with the condition laid in the minimum seed certification standard. So particular seed should be an authentic seed, means that seed should be purchased from seed certification agency or seed certification that particular institute. From only you have to purchase that particular seed, means that that is the authentic seed, and that seed should contain the minimum seeds certification standards. That should, it must has this condition. This condition if it is fulfilled, then your process of seed certification will proceed further. Then next, should verify that there would be no difficulties in reaching the field for carrying out timely field inspection. Yes, so in a particular application form, it should mention that your field where inspection is going to happen. So that inspection will carried out without any difficulties. So this point should you have to mention in your application. So seed certification agency should these mention these means this verify these conditions. It should be authentic, that should be eligible, and there is no any difficulties to reach the field inspector to inspect that particular field. So these three things you have to consider. Then next, the seed producer is able to provide the requisite isolation and field meet the land requirement. Yes. Okay. So they should may provide the requisite isolation. Okay. Means your field should be a somewhat isolated one, and it should be that field meets the land requirement mentioned under minimum seed standards. So here land requirement also very very important factor, I can say. This land requirement is very 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 important factor. The next is the seed processing facilities are available to the applicant. So seed processing facilities should be available with that applicant. So these things also you have to check it out. You have to verify it. You have to means who? Seed certification agency. The next factor what you have to verify? The requisite application fee has been paid. Yes. So without, if you are not paying any fees, the further process will not be happen. So here the fees has been paid or not, this again it is a considered for the process of seed certification. So these three again things, uh, all these six things should be considered for this seed certification. Now seed certification fees, now see, as I said, these fees are very very minor, very very affordable as considering the rest of the farmers within the country, because all farmers are not a rich, farmers are very poor, and hence they should get chance to certify these seeds. Means they should also involved in such a advanced technique of farming. So hence these fees are very very minor. So first see inspection fees. Now inspection fees are again divided into two different crops. So first is self pollinated agriculture crop. So self pollinated agricultural crop, here only rupees 50 per hectare. How much it is? Only rupees 50 per hectare is there. For hybrid and vegetable crops including cotton and castor, only 75. How much it is? Only 75 per hectare is there. See, very less amount of fees is there for inspection. Now seed testing, now inspection is done, now further that inspector is taking seed for sampling, right? So again here seed testing, it is rupees 10 per sample. This is again very 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 minimum fee, I can say, is taken. Now see, if suppose you want to do a re-inspection, here inspection fees are there, but if again a second time inspection should have to done, then again these fees are under like this. So here again for re-inspection rupees 30 per hectare. This again for re-inspection, for reprocessing and repacking, only rupees per one per quintal. See, very very uh, I can say affordable fees. Then retesting rupees 10 per sample. Seed testing, retesting, same kind of fees are there. Then revalidation fees rupees 5 per quintal. So likewise these fees are there for seed certification fees. Then inspection of seed fields. Now how the inspection of seed fields will carried out. So here see, the seed certification agency staff makes field inspection at appropriate stages of crop growth to ensure that minimum standards for isolation, preceding crop requirements, rugging, and other special operations are maintained at all times. So your whatever the staffs they are going to do this field inspection, they should observe the they should make these inspection at the different stages of crop growth. This should be happen. Then the there should be there they should have the minimum standards for isolation. As I say, the field should be isolated. Then preceding crop requirement, what are the pre requirements for the particular crop to be grown in a particular field should be considered. Then rugging, so this is rugging method is nothing but what, removal of the plant which is having uh, less standards for as compared to the particular standard crop. So that is means what, this is the plant which is not having the all the conditions of the that seed certification. So such a plants they are removed from the particular field. So that phenomenon or that process is called as rugging, or it is the removal of the plant which is not meet the all the requirement of seed certification. Then other special operations are maintained at all times. Next, seed certification agency staff members should organize their own schedule. See, very very important point. They should organize their own schedule. It is not schedule is not as per the grower or as per the farmer. Agency staff members should organize their own schedule with complete knowledge of the field in that area so that they can visit the field systematically and on time. So systematic visits and on time means particular stages of crop growth. It's not, it would not be happen that if the seedling growth is there and you have to make that particular visit but you are reaching to the field at the flowering stage. That should not be happen. Means at a particular crop growth stage you have to ensure the crop growth stage, and then according to you have to make your own schedules. Next, the required number of inspection recommended in the seed certificate standard should be made. See here, the required number of inspections. Suppose you are a field inspector and you consider that what will going to happen if I made only one inspection. That should not be happen, because if the seed certificate standard is mentioned that you have to make a 10 inspection, yes, compulsory you have to make the 10 inspection. You have to go 10 times, you have to make a 10 times report of yours, and then you have to submit that 10 reports to the seed certification agency. So that required number of inspection should be made. Recommended by whom? Recommended by seed certification standards or the seed certification agency. The purpose of this visit should be properly guide and advise the seed producers. Means, suppose you are going in inspection, there should not be happen that yes, you are going to the field and you are enjoying the meal provided by that seed producer. That should not be happen, right? So here what your purpose should be, you have to properly guide, you have to advise the seed producer, right? So this main intention should be there, okay, when you are visiting or when you are doing the inspection. But at the same time to do the necessary inspection so that ultimate buyer can be assured that seed crop has met all necessary standards. Means by your guidance, by your advisor, that um, buyer has assured that seed crop has met all the necessary standards. So this again, it's your duty to tell them all these things. Now, rejecting the fields. Yes, is going to happen. For seed certification, this is again one point, rejecting the field. Suppose your field is not fulfilling any the minimum standards which are provided by the seed certification agency. Then, yes, the field inspector or the seed certification agency staff member, they has the right to reject your fields. So here, see here, all the report on problem fields should be grouped together and evaluated. The director of the seed certification can make a preliminary determination on what action need to be taken. However, the board of directors should review such problem cases and officially reject the field. Yes. So director of the seed certification, they has the right to reject your fields if the minimum standards are not fulfilled by your field. So this could be reviewed without any indication of the seed producer name. Okay, means you are not uh, means recognize who is the seed producer. Means You are not going to do any kind of bias within the names. Means suppose the particular person you are knowing, and yes, that person is good, then you have to do further process. And that person is, if your relationship with that person is not good, then that not at all mean that you have to reject that particular seed certification process. So with that seed producer's name, we are not going to deal with the producer name. We are going to deal with the land and which kind of seed it has grown and the minimum standards fulfilled by that crop plant. So only the number of acres and the problem should be discussed. Next, the action should be communicated immediately to the seed growers with a copy to the inspector concerned. So here next, by having seed producers involved in the review and rejection of the fields, they recognize that they are a part of program which treats everyone fairly and equally. So your intention should be, finally, you have to involve that seed producers. You have to uh, show your reviews, why you have rejected their field. Okay, and then finally, means you can uh, have that much of right to reject by knowing that particular buyer that these are the mistakes and you have to fulfill this criteria, then your further process will going to happen. So that you can going to treat uh, equally and fairly to everyone by doing such process. Inspection of seed processing. Now next, fifth point is inspection of seed processing. So what inspection you have to do, and what you have to observe. Now see here, so you have to ensure that admixture of other kinds and varieties should not be there. So this thing first you have to inspect. Then seed is being cleaned and graded in satisfactory manner. Yes, this is again very important point, that it is uh, very good, that is no any admixture is there, and it should be cleaned and graded in a stepwise manner. The next, seeds treatment being done as per the directives of the seed certification agency. So seed treatment, whatever the seed treatment is going to happen, it is as per the rules mentioned by this certification agency should be there. So in seed processing plant, it's not compulsory to present seed certification agency representative all the time, especially with the experienced seed producers. Okay, so it's not compulsory to have every time the seed certification agency representative. So this should not be there. So a spot check could be exercised just as it is a true with the seed fields. Means spot check means what? Suppose you have done your seed fields, and upon the laboratory you can check whether the same seed has been reached in the laboratory. So this spot check should be again exercised. Then next, seed sampling. Now SCAR, I have mentioned here, short form SCAR means what? Seed Certification Agency Representative. SCAR should require to take seed sample of all seed lots that are to carry the agency tags. These seed sample are then sent to the official seed testing lab for evaluation of purity, germination and moisture. Yes. So finally, what? From these seed lots, few sample you have to send to the lab for checking its purity, germination and moisture. Then seed lots fail to meet the standard. See here, very important point. If the seed lot fail to meet the standards, resampling and retesting should be done to ensure that no error has occurred in the process. Getting? In the first time, suppose that seed lot failed to meet the standard, then again you have to repeat the resampling and retesting. So likewise, you have to conduct this seed sampling. Now, tagging and sealing. This is the seventh step, second last step. So here tagging and sealing. So upon receiving the satisfactory report from the official seed testing lab, tagging and sealing should be done under the supervision of agency. Under the supervision of whom? Under the supervision of agency, you have to make this tagging and sealing. So tags and seals should be in accordance with the general seal certification requirement. So according to that only seed certification requirement, they has a particular tag and particular sealing techniques. So particular tag means what? Some uh, uh, mm, some packing they has the yellow tags or the golden tags or the green tags or the blue tags. So according to seal certification requirement, you have to use that particular tags and seals. So affixing of tags and seals on the containers completes this process of tagging and sealing. Now, control plot testing. This is the last testing for this seed certification. So here see, control plot testing is nothing but what? So here control plot testing is nothing but what? You have to arrange the post season grow out test of the all hybrid seed lots as prescribed in the standards, and also a random sampling of lots certified during the previous season. So suppose you have grown any seed, so that post season grow out test as well as previous the seeds of the previous lot, that random sampling of that lot, and this is the post season growth test has been you have to do it, and that is nothing but what? Control plot testing. So this could be done in a cooperation with the seed testing lab and the concerned plant breeder. So you have to have this the cooperation of whom? Seed testing lab as well as the plant breeder. So why we are doing this? We are doing this to check the efficiency and accuracy of the work done. So this is the main intention for doing this control plot testing. So only do remember, for control plot testing, previously done previously certified seeds you are taking, and post season growth test of that particular seed again you are taking for this control plot testing. So likewise I have covered this seed certification procedure. Total 8 processes are there. Thank you very much for your patience listening.